I was ordained in 1991. Amate House has always been a part of my heart. Amate House has been a part of who I am as a person. So if I introduce myself as a member of the Amate House first class, that's a pride that I will always hold. And Amate House was something that formed me into the Christian that I am. It gave me an understanding of faith. I'm Father Mark Krylowicz. I'm from the first class of the Amate House back in 1984-85. We were located over at Old St. Pat's in the old convent. And I was assigned to St. Thomas of Canterbury. And St. Thomas of Canterbury was an amazing place. We had 14 different languages spoken in the homes of our children in our school. It was just such a diverse community that, and being a kid from the south suburbs, I never experienced that. Boy, what an eye-opener that was. And that's what Amate House did for me. The pastor put me in a position that he knew would be something that I would grow with. We got to the parish and he said, well, what would you like to do? And I said, well, I'll do anything you want me to do. I was very much open. And so the pastor started to talk to me and says, because we need a youth minister. Well, I became the youth minister. Did a lot of very many things. Got connected with families. Got connected with. Started a little youth group. It was fun, and I kind of had a calling of sorts. To that I was pretty good with these teenagers. In fact, after a while, I was doing part of my job was to do some tutoring after school. I was tutoring a 13-year-old who came from a refugee family. His family came to live in the uptown community. And as I was tutoring him one day, he looked at me and he said, you know, Mark, you ought to become a priest. I figured he was just distracting and I said, get back to your homework. And he says, no, he says, and he gave me some reasons. And he says, you know, the church needs somebody like that. Well, this kept ringing in my ear. And all of a sudden I brought it up to the pastor. We were sitting in the dining room one day. He said, oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to call the vocation director. I said, well, hold on a minute. 2 days later, the vocation director was on the doorstep. Question of faith. One of the tenets of our Amate House. Faith is something that is Catholics in particular, because we are a sacramental people. God somehow comes into our life and encounters us. That's sacrament. And we come to church on Sunday. We come to church to celebrate sacrament. Why? Because we've had these sacramental moments throughout our entire week. This is what I learned at Amate House.